You know, it's actually pretty crazy how things change over time because over a decade ago, when Chris and I started our first company, we only had like a handful of tools to choose from for our productivity and our project management. And fast forward to today, I feel like we have the opposite problem. We have so many tools, so many awesome resources at our fingertips, from free apps to paid ones to physical planners and journals. It can be overwhelming to figure out how to plan your time and energy and what tools to use to make that happen. So in today's video, I hope to inspire you with 5 of my favorite tried and tested tools. These are tools I've used for 5+ years. I vetted, I recommend to our coaching clients, and have stood the test of time. Now, it's important to know, disclaimer, this video is not sponsored. I am an affiliate for a couple of these tools, but no one has paid us to say this, and they actually should, because I've been talking about these tools for a very, very long time. The first one is the Full Focus Planner. And you guys constantly ask me, still to this day, from a couple of videos I did before, if I still use the Full Focus Planner. And I absolutely love this planner. Right now, I'm using a different tool that I'm going to tell you about in a little bit, but I still love to come back to this one. Highly recommend it because it's such a well-designed planner, especially if you're an online business owner or you are a corporate leader or you are any kind of like professional work. Full Focus Planner is essentially an executive planner. That's what I love about it. And it's really rare to find productivity apps and tools that are compatible with business. Most of the productivity tools that we see, both analog and digital, are designed for the mass market. They're designed for the public. And the public has very different needs than someone like me, an online business owner, and maybe someone like you watching this video. Hopefully you run a small business, or you plan to do that, because that's what our channel is about. And that's the lens that I am looking at these tools through. But it's awesome to see when a tool like this hits the market. And most of the tools that I use in our tool stack are created by online business owners and kind of for online business owners, even though Full Focus Planner and their entire kind of product suite has expanded beyond that. So this is the planner I share with my dad. I got my dad hooked on Full Focus Planner. He loves it. And for his executive job, it just makes a lot of sense. The way that this planner is laid out is amazing in terms of setting, your quarterly goals. This is a quarterly planner, by the way. So this is not the planner you're going to use for the whole year. They actually have the option of having a subscription. And this is, I am an affiliate of Full Focus Planner, so you can check out Full Focus Planner. I think my code is still active, Kim10, for 10% off. But again, never paid me to say anything good about this planner, and I've created a ton of videos and blogs about it. Highly recommend. Now, there's still a couple of things that I would love to see Full Focus Planner incorporate that, are very specific to online business. Maybe one day we will launch our own planner. It's kind of something Chris and I have been dreaming about for a really long time, to create a very custom planner specifically for the online business world that includes more of the things that we need every single day. But listen, this is the closest one I have found. I still love it and highly recommend it if you are the kind of person that loves putting pen to paper. And listen, there is like a magic thing that happens when you use an analog system. We're so bombarded with notifications and, everything's go, go, go on our phones and on our iPads and our computers. It's nice to step aside and just put pen to paper and plan things in the quiet, in the silence, and that, is not in a space that is constantly bombarded with more notifications. And it's one of the reasons I love physical planners. The other tool I absolutely love, this is tool number 2, is just a regular planner. And I know this notebook is gigantic, but I actually really enjoy writing in pages that are a little bit bigger than normal. And this is just a simple notebook that I bought at Ross. I collect them, and every time I see a pretty one, I just will snatch it. My journal is a huge part of starting my day. And usually what I'll do is I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, talk to God for a couple of minutes, and then come downstairs and make myself a good matcha. I'll grab my journal and my Bible, and I will just start essentially praying and journaling my thoughts. And it's a prayer journal for me, but it's also a place where I design and talk about business with God. I jot down all of my thoughts. It's kind of like a therapy for me every single morning. And I get to start by downloading some of the thoughts that I have and some of the ideas that God's put in my heart before I even hit the office. And that is actually a really important habit for me because it allows me to lower my anxiety and start the day with peace and calm. So if you get a chance to start the day with journaling, I could not recommend it enough. In fact, I'm about to, these last maybe 3 months, because I write a lot. I usually write 3 or 4 pages of this every day because I enjoy it. But this is, my planner is about to be archived. I have so many of them. I've journaled since I was a teenager, and I cannot recommend it enough. And listen, I think if you just do one thing this year in terms of improving your productivity, journaling would be one of my highest recommended habits. Why? Because we live in a time where we're just downloading and listening and intaking and consuming everyone else's thoughts constantly, whether it's through podcasts or YouTube or the news or social media. We're intaking other people's ideas and other people's thoughts. And I feel like as an entrepreneur, this is one of the most important things you can do. And just as an individual in general, is actually have a grasp on your own thoughts. Get to know yourself. Understand the ideas that are floating around in your head. What are some of the worries, some of the concerns, some of the things that are stressing you out? Writing it down can be such a therapeutic exercise and even somewhat of an experiment to figure out what's really in your head, who you really are, and what are some of the ideas that might be hidden in the back of your mind that you need to bring forth. It's also a really great time where, if you're like me, you like reading and kind of studying other books, you can jot down a bunch of ideas. I do that all the time. I get inspired by Bible verses that I can meditate on, that are really God speaking to me through them. And just in general, journals are just an amazing productivity tool because they allow you to not get stuck in here, offload what is worrying you, and just get started. It's also totally okay, by the way, to just journal a couple bullet points or even just a sentence and get on with your day. You don't have to put a ton of pressure on yourself that now you're this creative writer and you have to do, 10 morning pages every day. No, just use it as a time to reflect. And if you, like me, enjoy doing it as part of your worship time with God, then even better. And hey, if you're new here, I'm Kim Jimenez, and our company focuses on helping small business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders make more money with content marketing and level up their productivity so they're spending less time in busy mode and more time increasing their bottom line. And we have a ton of videos like this, chatting all about the best productivity tools, as well as tutorials, long-form podcasts, marketing workshops, and so much more. So if you're into that, definitely hit subscribe. All right, so we got the analog tools kind of out of the way. The next 3 I'm going to talk to you about are all digital. And the first one, you're not going to be surprised by if you watch this channel or if you found me through these types of videos. But of course, it is Trello. I love me a good project management tool. And I think, especially this year, it's a must-have. I mean, I started organizing all of our to-dos on a legal pad 12 plus years ago when we started our first company. And let me tell you, between the legal pad and the sticky notes, there was just no system. It was just let's survive with this process. And if that's how you run your productivity system, awesome. But as you grow and scale, it's kind of impossible to do it that way, especially if you have help and people, maybe it's a VA or you have a team. Really collaborating through a project management tool makes a huge difference. And the reason why I have recommended Trello for so many years to clients and all of our members in the Business Lounge and all of you guys is because it's simple. Now, Trello is not for everyone. Like any other tool, not every tool is for every personality, but it is a very simple and easy tool to get started on. And that's why I love it so much. Trello's biggest strength is its simplicity. But it's also its greatest weakness because some of you guys are more advanced and you need more features and functionality. And so I'm going to recommend a different tool for you in that specific category. But if you're just getting started, I love Trello because this is a place where it really just molds with whatever you're trying to create. You can create a CRM on it. You can plan your content calendar. You can have your personal to-dos. You can collaborate with other people, with contractors, with team members on ongoing projects. There's just so much that you could do. You could have a sales pipeline. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless with a tool like Trello because, again, it's so simple. I'm going to tell you, I use Trello almost every single day still. And one of the things I really like doing with it is organizing my personal life. So I will have our cleaning list on Trello. When we're, looking at investment properties, I have an entire board just for investment properties, and I'm, adding all the listings and uploading all the pictures and the floor plans and the incentives if we're working or looking at new construction. I also have an entire list or entire board where I actually organize and plan my garden, my interior design, all the things I want to do in the house that are house projects. And so it's a really cool tool that kind of you could use for both personal and professional, like most project management tools. The fourth tool on my list is ClickUp, and this has been our main project management tool for the past almost 3 years. We moved from Trello to ClickUp a couple years ago because as a team, we were outgrowing the functionality that Trello provided. And while I still love Trello, recommend Trello, I have an entire Trello course, especially for business owners that I walk them through. I do Trello consultations. We work in Trello all the time. But ClickUp really has advanced features and functionality that we were needing and craving as a team. So things like integrating docs and having the ability to time track seamlessly. We are able to do way more functionality in terms of the different views that we have with ClickUp. And so we manage all of our projects inside of ClickUp. And we even are now migrating our whole company chat to be inside of ClickUp as well. And it's just been an amazing tool that has grown with our needs and the way that our company runs. So if you need a more advanced tool, I highly recommend ClickUp. But Notion is also a phenomenal tool. Notion does a lot of sponsorship deals. Nothing wrong with that. I would love to work with Notion, but they have gotten really, really popular, specifically on YouTube and in the creator space, because they have a very visually appealing platform as well. So if you use Notion, such a great tool. That's another one to definitely consider, especially if you're on the creative side and you love a minimalistic look. I think Notion makes a lot of sense, but even if you're not creative a lot, it just works with how your brain works. It's awesome. I love Notion, and that's just a little special mention. All right, and last but not least on my list of top 5 productivity tools that I just cannot live without, it would definitely have to be a digital planner. And that's what I'm playing with and enjoying and experimenting with right now. I have 2 that I have kind of narrowed it down to that I've tested and really enjoyed, and I'll have the link below. Again, I'm not an affiliate or sponsored, although I should be, but the first one I used, and this was all year last year, I used Paper and Rose's digital planner, and I love that planner. It's absolutely amazing. It's very minimal, and they have a lot of similar aspects as Full Focus Planner. Now, the reason I was testing out digital planners is because it's kind of my job. You guys are constantly asking me to test tools in coaching and in our membership group. I'm always getting, questions about, what planner should I use? Have you tried digital planners? And so I wanted to test and experiment with it. And though I really, really enjoyed, the magic of putting pen to paper in a physical planner, and I don't think I will ever not have a physical planner that I go back and forth between, the digital planner experience of having things be a little more creative, where you could add photos and stickers and play with different highlight colors and different pen colors. It's really neat. That also is a downside for me because the creative part of me just loves making everything pretty and having it look so aesthetic. And then the ultra efficient part of me is like, I don't have time for this. Let's just go back to the physical planner. But I've really enjoyed both experiences. And I can tell you honestly, I think I will always go back and forth between one or the other, depending on the season. And that's just how my creative brain works. If that makes no sense to you, I get that as well. But I do have clients that they just, 1 year might use a digital planner, another year they'll use a physical planner, or they will shift back and forth depending on the season or the quarter. For me, Paper and Roses, I really like it. And then this year, I'm actually testing out a new planner, and I don't even know if I should tell you because I haven't fully vetted it. I will leave it linked below just in case you're curious. I don't even remember the name of it. It's right now on my desk off the top of my head, but it's this lovely Texan girl, and she designs gorgeous planners. I mean, they're beautiful digital planners. I still am trying to figure out, how do I perfect the digital planner for online business owners? Because I haven't found one that I'm like, oh, this is like super awesome for business owners. Like, I love being able to figure out what worked and what didn't at the end of the week, have, my quarterly review in one place, maybe even do a little bit of content planning. And again, digital planners, like most physical planners, they're just created for the mass market. And I haven't found one that I absolutely am like, this is perfect for online business. But if you have one that you love and you recommend and you would love for me to test out, leave it in the comments below. I am so curious to hear what you're enjoying and what's really working for you in terms of productivity and having, some of those tools that help you stay organized and efficient in your work. All right, familia, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to have our team linked some of the related videos. If you want to go deeper into Full Focus Planner or you're curious about Trello, definitely check out those videos below. And if you'd like for me to create dedicated videos on digital planners that I'm using, some of the tools like ClickUp, Notion, or any other tool that you're curious about, let me know. I'd love to film a couple tutorials for you here on the channel. As always, make sure to subscribe for more practical videos like this one on ways that you could level up your productivity and your marketing to grow your business this new year. And of course, I'd love for you to give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend. That's how you support our show. That's how other people find us. And it really, really makes a difference for YouTube's algorithm. So give your girl a little bit of love in the actual comment section, as well as by thumbing up this video. All right, I love you. Un beso. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.